for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. We do have a change in our agenda. We will be moving I-1 after E7. After the administration, we're going to go back, we're going to do the community development.
Move to close the agenda with the change.
Okay. Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion is carried. On to the consent agenda, we've got special city council meeting minutes of November 19th, 2025, city council meeting minutes of November 24th, 2025. We have got 7 meetings of the Housing and Redevelopment Authority meeting minutes of September 23rd, 2025, July 15th of 2025, July 2nd of 2025, June 11th of 2025, May 7th, 2025, April 2nd of 2025, March 12th of 2025. License renewals and 2026 hangar lease rates for the municipal airport and bills payable.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Discussion.
Yes.
Just to point out, quick thing on the 2026 hangar lease rates, there'll be no change, as recommended from the advisory board. We did, do a 10% increase last year,
2024.
2024, so, which was sizable in itself, and so no change in that. Just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, so we have, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay, on to administration.
All right, first item is resolutions approving the 2025 tax levies collectible in 2026. On September 22nd of this year, council approved a proposed property tax levy of $9,058,874 for 2026, which represented a 14% increase over the 2025 levy. Staff's recommendation to approve the final levy in the amount of $8,487,583, which is a 6.81% increase over the 2025 levy, as shown in the attached resolution that's included as Exhibit 1. The levy includes a general purpose tax levy of $7,471,841, and special tax levies of $1,011,742. The special tax levy also includes economic development tax abatements of $4,000. Included in Exhibit 2 is the certification to the County of Taxes voted. At this time, I'll give a short presentation on the budget items. This is the resolution approving the tax levies collectible in 2026. You see the total net levy is $8,487,583, which is a 6.81% increase over 2025. We have, above that, we have the 4 different outstanding bond issuances that we have that total $1,011,742, and then the economic development tax abatement. What are the significant changes in our current proposed levy as opposed to the 2025 levy? The adjusted tax capacity saw an increase of 5.74% in 2025. The tax rate in 2025 is 58.64%. Under the proposed 26 levy, that tax rate would go to 59.24%. And as I previously said, the tax, this represents a 6.81% increase in the tax levy. Major impacts to the change in budget. Salaries and benefits, there's almost $100,000 increase in salaries and benefits projected in 2026. Debt levy actually decreased slightly, a little bit, about 0.25%. The improvement construction fund is going up 24%. That is our road repair budget item. And operational expenses for local option sales tax fund amenities, so a 13% increase projected in 2026. Next page shows our debt service analysis. As you can see, in 2026, we're at $1,011,000. That is projected to stay fairly even over the next several years. Out to 2035, it drops off significantly, but that's when some of the current levies will have matured and been paid off, but additional bond issuances will likely occur in the meantime. So why do property taxes vary from year to year? The biggest issue that causes changes in property taxes is the market value of the property. And then, of course, the city, county, and school district budget or levy may change. The city is one of the three major tax levy entities within our area, along with Nobles County and School District ISD 518. Or the voters may have approved a referendum. Aid from state may change. We've seen with local government aid that has kind of leveled off over the last couple of years, so there have not been significant increases, but we haven't suffered any decreases in our LGA. Market value of other properties may change, shifting taxes from one property to another. We've been very stable here in Worthington. You see some of the urban areas are seeing significant changes as commercial properties are dropping in value at a significant rate, which shifts property tax burden onto residential properties. Special assessments be on your tax bill if you see, if you've had roadway improvements in front of your property, then that assessment is, most property owners have that assessed down to their annual property taxes. State legislature may change class rates, which that has not changed in many, many years. Federal and state mandates may change, or other state laws may change to adjust the tax base. This is a graph showing our budget. The bottom, the intergovernmental, the $4.8 million, that is primarily LGA, and the next one is taxes, which is the property taxes that are levied, and then onto the other primary sources of revenue. Expenditures, as with most entities, businesses, the city is really no different than a lot of businesses. Personnel expenses are our biggest expense, accounting for over 59% of our total expenditures for the year. This is a graph showing the percent change in levy over the past 10 years, and you can see it has really climbed and dropped and climbed, and we've been on a downward gradient for the last 3 years. This shows the 10-year average of the operating levy, the debt service abatement levy, and total city tax levy, levy percent increase, and then the city tax rate. You can see that we are maintaining that, staying in that 50% tax rate for the 9 of the last 10 years. This is the 2025 tax rate comparison. This is information compiled by the City Marshal Assessor that they are always gracious enough to share with me. These are the actually 18 cities. Northfield is in there twice because they span 2 separate counties. These are cities that we consider are comparable cities that are generally in the southern half of the southern third of the state and have similar populations. city of Worthington with the 58.8% tax rate was eighth on the list, and if you look down through that, there's a larger group that are in that 57 to 58% tax rate, so we're staying in that area where we like to see that we're maintaining a tax rate that is comparable to many of our sister cities out there. Full-time equivalent employees, 2026, we're projecting 117, which is just down slightly, but we have maintained that 116 to 117, 18 full-time equivalent employees over the past 5 or 6 years. And that is the end of the presentation. So if there's anyone that would like to give testimony or comment at this time, you may do so.
Anybody, council? Yes, Mike.
I'd just like to extend appreciation and thanks to city staff for working hard to keep the budget as low as possible. Your work is really appreciated. I'd make a motion to adopt a resolution approving the 2025 tax levies collectible 26.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
All right, next one is the 2026 budget resolution. Exhibit 4 is a resolution approving all of the separate city fund budgets. Council action is requested to pass a motion to this resolution.
Questions?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
All right, third reading of the proposed ordinance to amend the stormwater utility rate pursuant to the public notice. This is the time of day for the third reading of the proposed ordinance to amend the stormwater utility rate. Complete copy of the ordinance was provided in the November 10th, 2025 council agenda. Council action is requested to be the second reading and subsequently adopt the proposed ordinance.
Third,
Third
correct?
reading.
Or third, I'm sorry.
Okay, I will move to approve.
Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Opposed, same signs. Motion's carried.
Next item is authorization to execute group life and long-term disability policies. National Insurance Services issued a request for proposals on our behalf for employee group life and long-term disability policies, which is part of the city's compensation and benefits plan. NIS recommends that Madison National Life be awarded the life and long-term disability coverage. This proposal includes a 3-year commitment along with a 36-month rate guarantee. The 2026 rates, the life insurance will be a savings of $1,512 over our current premiums, and long-term disability will be a savings of $8,657 for a total savings of $10,169. Council is requested to approve the agreement attached as Exhibit 5 and authorize execution by the city administrator.
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
All right, next one is authorization to execute group vision and dental policies. Again, NIS issued a request for proposals on our behalf for employee vision and dental group policies. These are optional coverages that are available and funded entirely by the employee. NIS recommends that Emeritus Life Insurance Corporation be awarded both the vision and dental. Proposal is a 1-year commitment. Council is requested to approve the agreement attached as Exhibit 6 and authorize execution by the city administrator.
Move to to approve.
Okay, motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion's carried.
All right, next is city council funding authorization for the Ice Arena project. City council approved a funding commitment of $5 million at the April 28th, 2025 council meeting. Independent School District 518 School Board reiterated their funding commitment of $5 million at their September 16th, 2025 meeting, and designated to go to a new rink facility. The Water and Light Commission approved funding of up to $3 million at their December 1, 2025 meeting. The Hockey Association has raised approximately $1 million towards improvements to an ice arena project. To date, $14 million has been committed to the ice arena project. Staff has determined that a budget goal of $16 million is needed to continue moving forward with the project. Council has requested to formally commit a total of $7 million to the ice arena project.
Mike?
First of all, I'd like to thank Water and Light for their positive response to this project. I believe I'd like to make a motion to approve an additional $2 million in sales tax revenues.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried.
All right, adopt transfer resolutions. Anytime the city needs to do a transfer that is not budgeted, a transfer resolution is required. Following are two transfer resolutions that staff would like council to consider approving. They are as follows. Exhibit 7 is a resolution approving a transfer from the general fund to the recreation fund for the use of the American Rescue Plan Act money. During 2021 and 2022, the City of Worthington received $1,431,488.03 in ARPA money. On February 26, 2024, it was decided to use $3,915.48 of this money for professional fees related to potential new ice arena. The ARPA money is located in the general fund, and council action is requested on the resolution to move the money from the general fund to the recreation.
Move to approve transfer.
Okay, we have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried.
All right, the second transfer resolution is to approve transferring from the Economic Development Authority Fund to the Worthington Regional Hospital Fund. WRH fronted cost on this project totaling $612,985.71, and it was decided to pay back the WRH fund as interest. So this is the Cecily development, subdivision development. One lot in the Cecily Extension Development was sold on February 14, 2025 in the amount of $81,379.40. Council action is requested on the resolution to move the money from the Economic Development Authority Fund to the WRH fund.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, on to community development.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one item tonight. This is a conditional use permit request for 1550 First Avenue. Alex Magani is requesting approval of a conditional use permit to allow for the operation of a window tent and car detailing business at 1550 First Avenue. If approved, the applicant plans to move their existing business from another city into this location. Pursuant to city code, automotive repair and services are both permitted by conditional use only in the B2 district, the zoning designation of the subject property. At its December 2nd, 2025 meeting, the City Planning Commission voted unanimously to recommend approval of the request with the following conditions. 1, there shall be no parked on the boulevard or adjacent right-of-way. There shall be no increase in the width of the driveway openings and no increase in paving of the boulevard. And 3, the subject property must maintain compliance with all applicable local, state, and federal standards and requirements. Those first two are items that we already regulate, just placing a little bit more emphasis on it here. If you follow along in your pack, you can see what they base their recommendation on there. Should council concur with the findings of the planning commission, they may approve the request by motion. Council action is requested.
Mike?
Just a question on there's a certain amount of property that used to be Noble Street.
Yep.
Who owns that?
That is still public right of way.
Still public right away?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a reason it's still public right away?
Not necessarily, no.
They've done a lot of utility work right there.
Through there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the last year, they were digging quite a bit there.
Okay. I'd make a motion to approve this.
Okay, yeah, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Okay, public safety.
Thank you, Mayor. The City of Worthington Police Department has been awarded a $9,500 in grants from the Worthington Regional Healthcare Foundation. The funds will be combined with other reserve funds to purchase 3 handheld thermal imagers and related equipment. The handheld thermal imager is a portable device that detects and visualizes heat signatures, typically using infrared radiation. It will allow the users to see objects or people through darkness or conditions such as smoke or fog. WPD intends to use the thermal imagers to assist in search and rescue and suspect apprehension. The thermal imagers will be used in conjunction with our drone to see underneath obstructions such as vehicles, decks, or other dense objects that obscure the drone imaging. The handheld thermal imagers will allow our officers to search more efficiently and in a safer manner, and will certainly enhance public safety in our community. Worthington Police Department requests a resolution from council authorizing Steve Robinson, the city administrator, to execute the grant agreement and any related amendments. Council action is requested to approve the attached resolution shown in Exhibit 1.
Does your drones have capabilities now with camera-wise and stuff, that they have some level of?
Yeah, it has actually a pretty good thermal camera on it. Problem is, depending on the environment, it has its drawbacks to, cover is one of them, really difficult to see through heavy cover sometimes, or decks or vehicles you can't see underneath.
You get a primary
So,
object this way here, it'll just
you can-
refine where it's at.
Yeah, you can kind of triangulate using the drone plus
Yep.
these handheld thermal imagers on the ground to be able to see those obstacles.
I know they've come down a lot, even with the fire services as far as
Yeah.
the cameras and stuff.
Technology has really advanced in the last few years with the
Nice
thermal
crisp
capabilities.
pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion and seconded, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion's carried.
The Homestead Cooperative of Worthington generously donated $100 to the Worthington Police Department. The donation will be used to contribute to the purchase of public safety equipment. Council action is requested to adopt the resolution shown in Exhibit 2, accepting the $100 donation.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and seconded, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion's carried.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you.
Generous donation by the residents.
Yes.
Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Okay, my first item is the 26 YMCA Summer Youth and Recreation Programs Agreement. The City of Worthington contracts with the Worthington YMCA to promote, manage, and operate the city's summer youth recreation programs and day camps for its residents. The Park Advisory Board at their December 3rd, 2025 meeting unanimously approved a motion to enter into an agreement with the YMCA for 2026. Attached in your packet as Exhibit 1 is the agreement commencing on January 1st, 2026 and terminating on December 31st, 2026. The management fee paid by the City of Worthington to the YMCA for 2024 is $69,768. a 5.02% increase over 2025, and will be paid in 12 monthly installments. Council action is requested to approve the 26 YMCA agreement. And for your information, the representative of the Y couldn't be here tonight, so she gave me some information for that she passed along to the park board. Their day camp was a huge success this year. They had 199 individual campers this summer that attended that camp. That's 60 more than were in 2024, and 149 more individual campers than were in 2023. Of those 199 individuals, they filled 760 spots, and each spot was a week, so there was 760 spots filled this year for summer day camp. So it was really a big increase, and that's one of the things that's driving their proposed increase in fees is labor and is supplies. But they had a really, really successful program, and she also wanted me to let you know that they're looking at maybe a mini camp for some preschoolers next summer, and the possibility of operating a year-round child care center. So that wouldn't be included in this, but they're really looking at something that we feel is a big need in this community. So we think they're doing a great job. We all know that salaries and supplies go up, and this is about a 5% increase. And it is under the amount that we budgeted in the budgets that you approved tonight.
Yeah. Keeps the kids off the streets anyways.
Move to approve the YMCA agreement.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried.
Okay, the second one is the 26 park and user fee and campground rates. The Park and Recreation Advisory Board at its December 3rd, 2025 meeting, reviewed and proposed that there only be a minor change in the 26 park fees and no change to the 26 Olson Park campground fees as shown in Exhibit 2. The only change we had in it, all the fees stayed the same. Chautauqua and Centennial, we added a second deposit for key pickup. What we had this summer is we had a lot of times when people didn't pick their key up from City Hall, and so they would call either Mindy or myself or our park superintendent, Scott Rosenberg, and ask if somebody could open it up for them in the morning. And so what we did now, and that would cost me 2 hours to have somebody come in and open it up for them, because that's the minimum we have to pay somebody. So we put a $75 key deposit. You don't pick your key up, it's cost you $75 for us to run down and open it up. But we wanted to keep the same deposit for cleaning, because if we just have one deposit, what gives them the incentive to clean? So that's the only change we made. Fees, we think we're right where we need to be. There's a tipping point where you start charging too much and you lose clients, and we want to make sure they're used, but yet we want to make sure that we're covered fee-wise.
So like our bathroom facilities out there, they're the right enough size for, sometimes it looks like it gets pretty busy out there.
Yeah, and we have really, really nice facilities. We've really upgraded those with our sales tax money. I mean, all of them have been nice. We have nice shelters. We have great crew that does the cleaning on the weekends and stuff like that. It's just, we've always had a few times where we may have to do something like that and open it up, but it started to be a problem almost, like weekly. And people just didn't come and pick their key up, and we can't just pay out people to come when people don't pick their key up.
Park and stuff like that. Is there a laundry service out there?
Yep, we have washer and dryer, yep, there's laundry room.
We've been out there with Boy Scouts before, and nice heated bathrooms and stuff like
Yep.
this.
Move to approve 2026 Olson campground rates and the park user fees.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
The last one is a park bench donation. The Park and Recreation Advisory Committee received a request to place a bench along the county trail. The request is as follows. Rita Smith to place a bench along the county trail in memory of Phil Smith. The application and resolution accepting the donation of the bench are included as Exhibit 3. It meets all the requirements as set forth in the park donation policy. that was adopted by city council, and the advisory board recommends city council accept the donation. Council action is requested to adopt the resolution accepting the donation of the park bench as presented, and authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign any necessary agreements.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
On to engineering.
Everybody, evening. My first item is to order preparation of feasibility report for Third Avenue Street reconstruction. Exhibit 1 is a resolution ordering the preparation of a report on the reconstruction of Third Avenue from 11th Street to 13th Street. The proposed improvement include base reconstruction, resurfacing, curb and gutter, driveways, water main, sanitary sewer main, storm sewer main, and sanitary sewer services. Water main and sanitary sewer main work are planned for construction in 2026, with street reconstruction scheduled for 2027. Water main and sanitary sewer main reconstruction are excluded from the assessment and will be funded by utility revenue. The cost of the street improvement is proposed to be assessed to the abutting property owners. Assessments will be collected after the street reconstruction has been completed. Upon receipt of the report, council will be asked to order a hearing on the proposed improvement. Staff recommends that council adopt the resolution.
I'd make a motion to approve the order for feasibility report on Third Avenue Street reconstruction.
Second.
We have a motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
Second one is similar, but on Clary Street. Exhibit 2 is a resolution ordering the preparation of report on the reconstruction of Clary Street from Macmillan Street to 13th Street. The proposed improvement includes base reconstruction, resurfacing, curb and gutter, driveways, water main, sanitary sewer main, storm sewer main, and sanitary sewer services. Water main and sanitary sewer main work are planned for construction in 2026, with street reconstruction scheduled for 2027. Water main and sanitary sewer main reconstruction, as well as the street reconstruction, are excluded from the assessment, with utility revenue funding the underground work and state aid funding the street reconstruction. The improvement is proposed to be assessed to the abutting property owners upon receipt of the report. Council will be asked to order a hearing on the proposed improvements. Staff recommends that council adopt the resolution.
Does this kind of help with, I know sometimes I always see pumps down there pumping out of either the wastewater or the storm and into the regular culverts once in a while in front of the high school? Does that help with flooding, or, you know, when we do get a lot of rain? Less, maybe they don't do that anymore, but different times on Clary Street, I always.
Yep. And are you talking about maintenance wise, or?
Well,
with
the
this
stuff
new
that you're
street?
gonna replace, is that gonna help this?
So MinDOT actually increased the design requirements of stormwater system, so we'll be either adding the more catch basin to collect more water from the street runoff, street water. And we're evaluating all that, but it'll be upgraded basically to collect more water.
Okay.
But this is just a sanitary sewer.
The water main and sanitary sewer, but we're only assessing the sanitary services.
Okay.
Just want to note, this is a
State aid.
critical path to the high school.
Yep.
So
That-
I'm sure our schedule will take that in.
Yes, and we're doing a similar deal with the Church Avenue when we did that. We're gonna limit the timeline of the construction from after school in May till before August, so when the school's off.
We wouldn't want to cause more complications for our school bus.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I have to take a different route to work.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and seconded, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
And this one is for Tower Street and 10th Street reconstruction. Exhibit 3 is a resolution ordering the preparation of a report on the reconstruction of Tower Street from 10th Street to 11th Street, and 10th Street from Park Avenue to Tower Street. The proposed improvements include base reconstruction, resurfacing, curb and gutter, driveways, and stormwater sewer main. The improvement is proposed to be assessed to the abutting property owner. Upon receipt of the report, council will be asked to order a hearing on the proposed improvement. Staff recommends that the council adopt the resolution.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion?
Is this gonna
Yes.
take place during or before, the construction to the north of that, the closure of the road, of the new facility?
Yep, that's the whole part of kind of one big project.
There'll still be a road up to 11th anyways, yes.
I just wanna make sure we're not like reconstructing part of that road and then we're gonna beat the heck out of it with
Nope.
large equipment
Nope.
right after we get it up.
We're planning on doing this street reconstruction after the concession building and all the bigger project, and then we'll come after that.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion? Is that
Just need to vote.
We just need to vote.
Oh, okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Last one is for Flower Lane Alley, water main and sanitary sewer main extension. Exhibit 4 is a resolution ordering the preparation of the report on the reconstruction of Flower Lane Alley from South Shore Drive to First Avenue Southwest. Proposed improvements for Flower Lane Alley includes water main, sanitary main, and sanitary sewer services. The improvements is proposed to be assessed to benefit property owners. Upon receipt of the reports, council will be requested to order a hearing on the proposed improvement. Staff recommends that the council adopt the resolution.
Motion to approve Flower Lane Alley.
Okay,
Second.
we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, other than the council reports, I have nothing.
I have no report.
No report.
No, we did have an HRA meeting, approved our 26 budgets, also approved our bad debt write-offs for the year. Update on current projects, Sicily is almost done and Grand is almost done. That's it. Thank you.
Yes.
No additional report.
We have, I guess not us, but we're part of this Emergency Preparedness Advisory Council, and we've had a couple of meetings, we'll be meeting again later this week. Todd, Chad Nickel, and myself, the City and Public Works, and then Nate Permius and Tyler Olson, the law enforcement have been, or that group. One of the roles that the city would play is if we need to create a perimeter boundary, say if there was some emergency situation at one of the schools and we had to restrict traffic there. One of the best ways to restrict traffic, or the only way, is to park big vehicles so cars can't get around it. So that's what we have been working on, and last week we met and looked at street access around the various schools and how best we would deploy our people to try and secure a perimeter. We will then go out and physically walk those sites to pick up things that we may not be seeing on maps. And this is a large group that is meeting. I think it was initiated by the school district, and so we have quite a number of people involved in that. And while our role with the Public Works is defined and somewhat small in nature, it could be critical for us to secure areas to allow law enforcement or emergency medical to be able to respond. So we'll continue working on that. I think at some point